The story of Belphegor is a long and winding one, a journey from the sun-drenched lands of Moab to the fiery depths of hell. He began not as a demon, but as a deity. The Moabites, an ancient people who dwelt east of the Dead Sea, worshipped him as Baal Peor, a god of fertility and abundance. His name, meaning Lord of the Opening, likely referred to his association with Mount Peor, a place of worship and sacrifice. However, the God of the Israelites, Yahweh, condemned Baal Peor. The Israelites, warned against worshipping false idols, viewed Baal Peor as an abomination. Over time, as Christianity spread and absorbed elements of older faiths, Baal Peor underwent a sinister transformation. He was cast down from the heavens and reborn as Belphegor, a demon, an embodiment of the very sins he once represented. This transformation from god to demon speaks to the shifting sands of belief. What was once worshipped as holy became reviled as wicked. Belphegor's story reminds us that the line between good and evil, god and demon, can be surprisingly thin. It is a line often drawn by the hand of faith and fear. Within the fiery depths of hell, Belphegor holds a position of unique power and influence. He is most commonly identified as one of the 7 princes of hell, each embodying one of the 7 deadly sins. Belphegor, the demon of sloth, reigns over temptation and procrastination, a master of whispers that lure mortals into complacency. His role extends beyond simply embodying sloth. Belphegor is a corrupter, a tempter who uses the allure of ease and comfort to lead souls astray. He is particularly adept at tempting humans with promises of wealth and innovation, using their desire for an easier life to ensnare them. His whispers promise shortcuts to success, but the path he illuminates always leads to spiritual ruin. While his place in the demonic hierarchy varies depending on the source, Belphegor's power is undeniable. He commands legions of lesser demons, all dedicated to spreading sloth and indolence throughout the mortal world. His influence, subtle yet pervasive, can be felt wherever willpower falters and temptation takes hold. Belphegor, true to his nature as a deceiver, rarely appears in the same form twice. His appearance is as fluid and adaptable as the temptations he whispers. However, certain common threads run through his various manifestations, offering clues to his true nature. He is often depicted as grotesquely obese, his bloated form representing the sin of gluttony, a close companion to sloth. His face, contorted in a mocking grin or frozen in an expression of utter apathy, reflects the spiritual emptiness that awaits those who succumb to his temptations. At times he appears as a monstrous beast, all fangs and claws, a terrifying reminder of the bestial nature that lies dormant within us all. Yet Belphegor is also a master of disguise. He can assume a pleasing, even alluring form, appearing as a beautiful woman or a charismatic man. This deceptive beauty serves as a honey trap, luring the unsuspecting into his web of promises and lies. No matter his form, Belphegor's true nature always shines through, a creature of darkness seeking to drag souls into the abyss. Belphegor's power doesn't lie in brute force or overt displays of might, but in the insidious whispers that worm their way into the hearts of men. He is the master of temptation, the weaver of dreams that promise a life free from hardship and toil. His most potent weapon is sloth, the seductive allure of ease and inaction. He whispers in the ears of inventors, promising them effortless wealth and fame in exchange for abandoning their creations. He tempts artists and creators to abandon their passions, assuring them that mediocrity is far less taxing than the pursuit of greatness. Belphegor thrives on procrastination, on the wasted potential and unrealized dreams of those who lack the will to resist his siren song. Beyond sloth, Belphegor is also associated with the false promise of knowledge. He offers shortcuts to enlightenment, whispers of forbidden knowledge and arcane secrets. However, the wisdom he offers is a poisoned chalice leading to despair and spiritual ruin. Belphegor is the embodiment of temptation itself, a constant reminder that even the strongest will can crumble under the weight of their desires. Section 5. Chronicling a Prince Belphegor in Demonological Texts. Belphegor's infamy grew during the Middle Ages and Renaissance, a time when fascination with the demonic and the divine went hand in hand. He became a prominent figure in demonological texts, treatises that sought to categorize and understand the infernal hierarchy. These texts, while often contradictory, provide valuable insight into how Belphegor was perceived and feared. One such text is the Pseudo-Monarchia Daemonum, falsely attributed to the renowned physician and occultist Johann Weyer. This grimoire describes Belphegor as a powerful demon who appears as a young woman. It further details his role as a bringer of wealth and ingenuity, albeit at a terrible cost. Another influential text, the Dictionnaire Infernal by Colin de Plancy, offers a more detailed account of Belphegor. He is described as a demon who exploits human laziness and tempts them with ingenious inventions that lead to their downfall. These texts, while fantastical in nature, illustrate the very real fear that Belphegor inspired. Section 6. The Price of Temptation. Belphegor's Traps and Their Consequences. Belphegor is a master manipulator, a spider patiently weaving his web of temptation. He understands that the quickest way to corrupt a soul is to offer what it most desires, wrapping his traps in layers of promises and deceit. The consequences for those who fall victim to his schemes are dire, their souls eternally forfeit. Those who succumb to his temptations often find themselves consumed by their desires. Inventors driven mad by the pursuit of wealth find their creations bring only misery and destruction. Artists, seduced by the promise of effortless fame, see their talents wither and die, leaving behind only a hollow shell of their former selves. Belphegor's ultimate goal is not simply to corrupt the individual, but to spread his influence throughout the world. He delights in sowing discord and despair, turning brother against brother and nation against nation. The consequences of his machinations are far-reaching, leaving a trail of broken dreams and shattered lives in their wake. Section 7. Beyond the Inferno, Belphegor's presence in popular culture. Belphegor's enduring presence extends beyond the pages of ancient grimoires and into the realm of popular culture. He has become a fixture in literature, film, television, and video games, his image and story endlessly adapted and reimagined. In literature, he appears as a cunning manipulator, often disguised in human form, preying on the weaknesses of unsuspecting mortals. In film and television, he is often depicted as a terrifying presence, a monstrous embodiment of our darkest desires. Video games often portray him as a formidable adversary, a final boss who tests the player's skill and resolve. Whether portrayed as a subtle manipulator or a terrifying monster, Belphegor's presence in popular culture reflects our enduring fascination with the demonic and the forces that tempt us from the path of righteousness. His enduring popularity serves as a stark reminder of the seductive power of sloth and the importance of vigilance in the face of temptation. Section 8. The enduring legacy of a Prince of Darkness, Belphegor's impact on humanity. Belphegor stands as a stark warning against the dangers of complacency and the seductive allure of the easy path. He embodies the darker aspects of human nature, the laziness, greed, and thirst for power that can lead to our downfall. His story, spanning millennia and transcending religious boundaries, speaks to the timeless struggle between good and evil that resides within us all. His influence can be felt in the everyday temptations that surround us, the desire to put off until tomorrow what can be done today, the allure of quick riches and effortless success. These are all whispers of Belphegor, tempting us to stray from the path of hard work and righteousness. Yet, Belphegor's story also offers a glimmer of hope. By recognizing his tactics, understanding his methods of temptation, we can learn to resist his insidious influence. The fight against sloth is a fight for our very souls, a battle waged not on a physical battlefield but within the confines of our own hearts and minds. Section 9. Conclusion. A final word on the demon of sloth. Belphegor, the demon of sloth, remains one of the most intriguing and enduring figures in demonology. His journey from pagan god to prince of hell speaks to the fluidity of belief and the power of cultural transformation. He serves as a constant reminder of the ever-present potential for darkness to corrupt even the purest of hearts. His legacy extends far beyond ancient scriptures, permeating our art, literature, and popular culture. Belphegor's enduring presence serves as a stark reminder of the seductive nature of sin and the importance of vigilance in the face of temptation. Ultimately, Belphegor challenges us to confront the sloth within ourselves, to strive for a life of purpose and meaning, resisting the allure of the easy path and embracing the challenges that lead to true fulfillment.